Welcome to Garden Cafe. I'm Maureen, and this is my Zone 8B 9A garden. It is the last week of October, but I am out gardening, and it is so brutally hot. I just can't wait for things to cool off. But anyway, this particular video is all about planting now for spring blooms. Now, remember, I'm in a very warm zone for gardening. So your timing may be completely different. But for my zone and my particular area of drought and heat, between now and maybe mid-November is when we plant out bulbs or throw fall seeds, or as I'm going to do in here, plant out ranunculus corms. So that's what this video is about, is basically planting out in fall for beautiful spring blooms. I hope you enjoy. Again, if you like this, please hit subscribe, like, or leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Please excuse the glasses today. I scratched my cornea and it's very sore. Seems to help wearing sunglasses. Today I'm going to plant ranunculus. It's kind of funny for me, first time ordered ranunculus bulbs. I ordered them from Longfield Gardens, and they were sent in October, even though I ordered them in August. Forgot I made that order and made another order. So I have a whole bunch. I'm not going to be planting them all at once. This is the first time I've ever done it. Truly an experiment. I have 5 different types. I've got a ranunculus tomer red. I've got the tomer purple, 2 bags of those. I've got the tomer Piketty pink and white. Let's see, Piketty color orange, yellow, and burgundy. And I guess Piketty just needs more than one color in the bloom. I'll have to look that one up. And Piketty pink and white. So I'm going to get started. It's a process. I've been watching YouTube videos, researching online, and they all seem to agree that you have to soak them for a little while. They said up to 3 hours or more. You soak them in water, change out the water every 30 minutes. So let's get started. So I'm starting this process out in the garage. I'm going to use a tray I ordered from HEB as to start the bulbs, and they'll go inside. It's still just a little too warm, I think, but let's start with the soaking process. And this is not distilled water. I just really like this particular container, and I'm doing 5 bowls, and I'm going to put a tag in every single one because I'd really like to have a good idea of what colors I'm planting. And again, this is my first time doing this, so it's all an experiment. We will see. All right, so let's start with the ranunculus tomer red. And I'm thinking, it'll be 5 different plants across. I'm going to do 6. I think I'll start with 6 in each bowl. So, ranunculus tomer red. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are 25 in a bag, folks. There are tons, but since I've never done this before, I'd like to. All right, wait. Before I forget, ranunculus tomer red. Okay. I'd like to see how well it works. My sister just did this in Houston, and all of hers look pretty decent. Okay, so this one is color purple, tomer purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and sticking together, 6. Okay, so that's the purple. Ranunculus tomer. Let me find my tag. Purple. Okay, next is Piketty pink white. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop. Some of these kind of tangled together. That's fine. Okay, and that was the pink white. Okay, and oh wait, is that pink white also? Ranunculus, tomer, pink white. Well, apparently I have 4 different kinds. I must have done one in the first order and one in the second. So this is the Piketty orange, yellow, burgundy. Okay. 4. Oh, these are very bizarre looking. But see how they work. All right. I have 4. Yellow, burgundy. Yeah, ranunculus. Oh, tomer and Piketty, pink and white. Let me see. Piketty, pink and white. Yeah, Piketty, pink and white. Okay, so let me take that back. We have 4 different kinds. I'm going to dump this water. So in 30 minutes, I empty this water and put fresh water in. It has something to do with, I don't know, the oxygen in it. I have no idea. Again, it's an experiment. Okay, so this is round 2. Empty out the water and put fresh water in it. I don't see a huge difference yet, other than it's not dry. Supposedly, these get pretty plump. All right, so empty that water. Put fresh water in. All right, so we wait another 30 minutes. I don't know. That looks like it's plumping up a bit. Actually, I think this is 2. I'm not going to touch them. I'm not taking them apart. All right, 30 more minutes. All right, so I think we're done soaking. It's pretty impressive, actually. Let me show you what they look like. And they definitely did swell up. Look like tiny octopus. Oh, which bowl did I get this one out of? Darn it. I think it was this one. I'll look back at the tape and find out if I was wrong. So, next point is I put lights out. Sun has set, so I wasn't able to get back to this as quickly as I wanted. This soil, this is all the really good amended soil. I like working with these dry. When I first do the planters with seeds, and this is the first time doing bulbs inside, but I like doing it dry until I get everything where I want it, and then when it's all set, that's when I water it all in. So, all right, first step first, this is how I think we're supposed to do this. I'll put the tag, and then you put these little guys, let's see if I can show you, tentacle side down. Just plant them in. And apparently, when they start growing roots, they don't tangle very much. with each other. Well, there's more here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I have 7 of the purple. Which one is it? Purple. Yeah. Don't have my glasses on. Let's move this one over. Okay, so the purple one's done. Next is the red, Tomer red ranunculus. Get that one here. We have 4, not 5. So I can actually move that over a little bit. Same thing, tentacle side down, tentacle. Well, that's how I'm going to see these from now on. They just look like a little octopus. And then just put red down in here. And my sister said hers did not take very long to start sprouting, like a week and a half. And she was ready to upplant them, which was, I don't know, I thought pretty remarkable. Okay, so this is the Picotee Cafe. This one looks so cool. Okay. And these are really swollen. I don't know if it's just the kind it is. I have no idea what the difference would be. But some clearly look like they absorbed more water than others. Some of them look almost damaged. I'm going to try. There's no sense in letting it go to waste. And again, this is just the first experiment. I have another, goodness, 30 or more bulbs of 2 of these, and another 15 for the other 2. So we'll see how well this experiment works. There are a few other ways of planting them directly out. This is the Tomer Pink White. And these actually look the most damaged. So now what I'm going to do is put more soil over the top of this. Okay. And I may just use some of the water here to moisten it all instead of getting the hose. Okay. Okay, let's see. A little bit more. Okay. I think that's just about going to do it. A few more handfuls here. If you run your hand over it, you hit every so often, you hit one of those stems that are sticking up. There. That's good. All right. Good soil, compost, some seed starter in here, and I think we're ready to go. Okay. So I'm going to water this in real well, and then bring it inside. I'm just going to use the water that we use to soak ranunculus. I'll bring them in the house. A little bit more. Okay, that looks good. Bring it inside and see what we get. Okay, some more fall planting for spring blooms. I purchased bearded iris, and they're the blue-white color, and I'll put a photo here. And what I have learned, and these creepy little things. This is an experiment again. Never done it before. Watched a lot of YouTube videos, read things online. So this is basically it. This is a bearded iris rhizome. Apparently, you want this top part to be exposed to sunlight. All of these roots below, you want to be completely under the soil, and the bearded iris grows up in the direction of, well, this, you see. I don't know. I saw them like breaking these off. Kind of makes me nervous, to be honest with you. Let me break a few off, see what I get. Again, it's an experiment. Try everything out. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's as much breaking as I'm going to do. I have 2 of them. This one looks even sadder. We'll see how this works. Again, the plant, so the top part here is exposed to the sun. The roots are underneath. And we'll see how it works. So I thought I'd plant these next to the Soul Sister rose bush we moved, which, by the way, just 2 days ago, but it actually looks pretty good, which I'm thrilled about. We already amended and soil and mulched and everything, so I am just going to put them here and see how this works. Bury just the roots. Doesn't seem very secure, but again, just going to follow the instructions and see what happens. I'm thinking I'll put them sort of like this so that they'll grow towards the house, but I'll see. All right. Well, it seems a little more secure. That's one. Okay, and the other, go right there. Okay. And some of this is native soil and soil I purchased, and then obviously a ton of mulch on top. This is in that no-till garden I made alongside my house about a month ago. Well, I guess that's about right. We will find out how it works. Apparently it's supposed to grow a bit now. We will see some growth, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then it will hibernate during the winter. Again, winter's in Central Texas in my zone, 8B, 9A. There's not a lot of cold, not a lot of hibernation. And then in the spring, it's supposed to bloom beautiful. We'll find out. My sister bought me this rock rose a few months ago. I wasn't sure. It's very pretty. I wasn't sure where I wanted to plant it, so I up-planted it in this larger pot until I've decided. I wanted to go here right in the center of the no-till garden against the house. So let's move this here. Put some biotome down in there. And again, this is all very good soil. When we created the no-till garden, ton of soil, ton of mulch, so it's ready to go. A little heavier than I thought. There we go. Oh, goodness. That grew a few roots. Literally was only in there like a month, maybe 2. How do I want it? I think I want it this way. No, I think I'm going to turn it more. Yeah, I think I like that side better. That looks prettier. Okay. Pack this in. And then the next thing, this is the last one I'm moving for this year. I always say that, and then something else comes up. But for now, my plan is this is the last thing I'm moving this year. Now, one of the other things I wanted to do with this garden is I wanted this to be my cut flower garden. So there are a lot of seeds to throw this time of year, especially down here in Texas. So I'm going to start with that. Now, then I'll water this when I plant the seeds. Let me get those. Last year, I did a very poor job of planting my plants out, and plants that grew really tall were in the front, plants that grew much shorter were in the back, mixed it up. So this year, I'm going to be a little teeny bit more careful about where I'm planting things. So in this strip of the no-till garden, we planted the Savannah rose, we just planted the rock rose, and the Soul Sister rose is on the end. I want this to mostly be a cut flower garden next year. So on the front row, I'm going to plant bluebonnet seeds. Always tried in Texas. Finally was successful last spring. Again, they weren't exactly where I should have planted them. I just sort of gave it a chance. Behind the line of bluebonnets, I'm going to plant peony double blend poppies. Very pretty. Behind that is going to be columbine. And then for the tallest ones in the back, it's going to be purple coneflower. Now, I'm going to space these out somewhat because my plan next spring, January, February for Central Texas, is going to be to just plant a whole bunch of zinnia seeds for cut gardening. But these I love, so I'm going to start their fall, throw them out in the fall seeds. So see how it goes. Start with the bluebonnets. Poppies. Columbine. And last but not least, purple coneflower. Now all that's left is to water everything in, including the rock rose. And we'll be done with this one. I hope you all enjoyed that. Again, please hit subscribe, like, or leave a comment.